Now, we jump into section 13. It's the shortest section in the entire Doctrine and Covenants, 1 verse long. And it's simply the words that were spoken by John the Baptist as he appears to Joseph Smith and Oliver Cowdery near the Susquehanna River, as they were out in the woods praying specifically to know what to do about this issue of baptism. They've been translating in the Book of Mormon, and when they come to 3rd Nephi, chapter 11, with the appearance of Jesus to the Nephites and Lamanites there, the very first thing he teaches them after all of the introductory experiences is he gives authority to baptize to Nephi and then teaches him how to baptize, which leaves Joseph and Oliver scratching their heads saying, but wait a minute, how do we do this today? It's clearly really important, but we don't have that power and authority. So they go out into the woods to pray, and John the Baptist appears, giving them the keys of the Aaronic Priesthood, which is the gospel of preparation. It's this ability to go and baptize. And then he invites them or instructs them to go into the river and baptize each other. So Joseph baptizes Oliver, and then Oliver baptized Joseph. And after each of them had been baptized, they came up out of the water and were filled with the spirit of prophecy and revelation. You'll notice that there's a lot going on here. It's May 15th, 1829, so we're still a little under a year away from organizing officially the church when we now get the Aaronic priesthood given to them. And they are told, if you read in Joseph Smith history, starting in verse 68, this is where the back story is told about what happens in section 13. Verse 70, he said, "This Aaronic priesthood had not the power of laying on hands for the gift of the Holy Ghost, but that this should be conferred on us hereafter, and he commanded us to go and be baptized." So here's John, who had been foreordained as the forerunner, the one to prepare the way for the coming of Christ. So John the Baptist, his whole life and his whole mission is to prepare the way for the coming of Christ. You'll notice he's born 6 months before Jesus. What's the significance, Taylor?
Yeah, let's map this out. So 6 months is 180 days. If we make that degrees, that is a straight line. Obviously, I'm not John the Baptist because I can't draw straight lines, but we are told that he makes the way straight. And I just think it's fascinating that God just loves symbolism, that John is born 6 months or 180 days before Jesus, which is 180 degrees if you think in geometrical terms.
So you'll also notice that in the New Testament account, John was beheaded by Herod shortly before Jesus ends up being crucified. So he would have probably gone into the spirit world with the same message as he came into this world. Repent, prepare you the ways of the Lord, make his path straight, for he's coming. And now he's doing that again in the latter days. He's coming to prepare the way for the coming of the Church of Jesus Christ and for the unfolding of the restoration to continue. What is it that he actually restored? Let's look at that. He tells them, "Upon you, my fellow servants, in the name of Messiah, I confer the priesthood of Aaron," which holds the keys of the ministering of angels. Just a really quick review. You have the 12 tribes of Israel, right? You have Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, and Benjamin. For a moment, let's focus right here. Levi. Levi is the one who becomes the ancestor through whom Moses is going to be born, and Moses' brother, Aaron. So you're going to get two names to this lesser priesthood. The Levitical priesthood and the Aaronic priesthood. You'll notice that once we're out in the wilderness with the 12 tribes of Israel wandering, it's only the family of Aaron in the tribe of Levi. It's only the Levites who hold the priesthood. It's for the ministering of angels. You'll also notice that out there in the wilderness, Moses tried to prepare all of the whole family of Israel to be able to come into the presence of God. And they didn't want to come into his presence. They didn't want to speak to him face to face. And they said, no, Moses, you go speak with him. And so what do we set up? A lesser preparatory priesthood than this Melchizedek priesthood. So we call it the Aaronic priesthood. All of Aaron's descendants in the house of Israel moving forward are the ones who administer the ordinances of the priesthood for all the other tribes. That's why Levi wasn't given land when they came into the promised land, because his descendants had to be scattered among all the other tribes to perform the priestly functions. They were the go-betweens, symbolic of angels. They were bringing things in both directions between people and God. Now, it's interesting when you look at that symbolism. What do our deacons, teachers, and priests, what does it mean to hold the keys of the ministering of angels today? What are they doing? Think about what happens every Sabbath day when people go to church and you see these members of the Aaronic priesthood ministering to the congregation with the elements of the sacrament. They have this errand to bring this heavenly gift to the congregation. It's as if they themselves are angels. They also have the keys for the ministering of angels. And through all of the other priesthood assignments that are given to them, they become ministering angels on this side of the veil and unlock doors for angels to minister from the other side of the veil as well.